People talk shit too. People are there's certain people that are just crazy, man.
Well, speaking of Mike Tyson, these people that think that he don't stand a chance against Jake Paul, that like this shouldn't even like because he's too old. Like I think you're crazy.
Well, they're definitely uninformed.
Joe Rogan believes that Mike Tyson can plateau at just 70% of his physical prowess. Disney child Jake Paul will fight in the near future. Joy didn't waste any time in visiting Jake Paul's show a few days ago after he posted another training video and giving him a really hard time. While Jake isn't holding back, he is prepared to see them both. Mike doesn't have any differing opinions. Will this one now be a 2v1? Jake Paul then dropped a new instructional video. He was observed striking the pads ferociously, with respectable form and velocity. He appeared determined and concentrated. On the other hand, he was seen striking the pads with intensity and showing some respectable form and speed throughout the training footage. He appeared determined and concentrated. On the other hand, he was seen striking the pads with intensity and showing some respectable form and speed throughout the training footage. He appeared determined and concentrated. On the other hand, he was seen striking the pads with intensity and showing some respectable form and speed throughout the training footage. He appeared determined and concentrated. Though some people might have been impressed by the training video, others, like Joe Rogan, were skeptical. Critics noted that wearing padding and looking good in the gym doesn't guarantee victory in the ring, particularly when facing an experienced opponent like Tyson. When Joe Rogan saw the most recent training video of Jake Paul getting ready for his bout with Mike Tyson, he didn't hold back. With his signature no-filter manner, the outspoken podcast host and UFC pundit questioned the entire situation, taking aim at Jake Paul. It's strange that we're even discussing the Disney employee challenging Mike Tyson. And then Rogan mentioned this YouTuber on his episode. If Tyson had a flashback and opens up to this YouTuber, we really live in a strange parallel universe. Not only did Rogan express his disbelief at the unexpected pairing, but he also hinted at mockery in his remarks. Imagine Tyson watching Jake Paul deliver a punch in the ring. It's going to be an incredible ride if Iron Mike even slightly enters that beast mode. He laughed at the image in his mind, but it wasn't all jokes and laughter. The entire social media trend, it's like a circus out there, he said, with celebrities trying to enter the ring with real boxers. I know Jake Paul is out there believing he's the real deal, but let's not mistake views on YouTube with true fighting prowess in a social media video. With a cheeky smile, Jake Paul showed out snippets of Tyson's training session side by side with footage of him working out hard. Believe me, Tyson's video is not in slow motion. He is actually that slow with this bold boxing jab, the caption stated. Legend attracted notice and criticism right away. Considering Tyson's enormous heritage in the sport, a lot of fans and experts thought it was insulting and inappropriate. Jake Paul may have wanted to build excitement and confidence for their possible fight, but reactions were divided. Joe Rogan, in particular, was among those who criticized the lack of respect shown to a boxing legend, while others applauded Paul's audacity. In response to what Jake Paul said on his podcast, she replied, known for his frank opinion, Rogan addressed the topic with no holds barred. Yes, I get that Jake is attempting to create a stir, but it is needless to treat Mike Tyson with such disdain. I'm not against anyone entering the ring, but there's a distinction between being a boxer and becoming well-known for another reason. To put it plainly, he warned Tyson that it would be devastating if he caught Jake in one of those great combos. He foresaw. Who would have imagined that we would be talking about Tyson as a YouTuber? The world is now insane. It's funny how some people are so taken aback by a few impressive pad routines that they assume everyone knows everything there is to know about boxing just because they watched a well-cut video of Jake Paul landing punches. Really, when folks watch Jake pound those pads, they can't help but believe he's the next Ali. Forget years of commitment and toil in the gym. These days, all it takes to become a boxing sensation is a widely shared training video. Let's not mistake a highlight reel for a real-life combat encounter. Ultimately, what matters is what transpires within the ring, not what appears impressive on social media. He's not faster than me, in my opinion, in the video that answers the comparison. Tyson leaned into the lighthearted punch with his characteristic charm, so it seems like this young man finds me slow. Tyson had a good start. When we get in the ring, let's see who is the slowest. Jake is a humorist. Tyson is laughing. but I promised to show him what speed looks like in a boxing match. Legend responded with precision. Perhaps I could dust off some old jingles and remind him who still got it. Tyson chuckled. Tyson's reply demonstrated his ability to take the jokes in stride and alluded to the gravity of the task at hand. While watching training DVDs is one thing, in the ring, let's be real. Tyson highlighted that his unvarnished honesty is well known. With a critical eye, I watched the video and saw this young man working hard in his training and performing his job. Tyson started, but let's face it, practicing and going into the ring with a legitimate fighter in an interview are two different things. Tyson highlighted his commitment to training, declaring with assurance that even though Jake Paul was half his age, he didn't think the latter was faster than him. I work out every day. According to Tyson, this guy will come try to hurt me, which is something I'm used to, but he will be very, very wrong. Tyson disregarded any idea that Jake Paul's youth would provide him an edge, speaking with the weight of his ring expertise. Although he acknowledged Jake Paul's transition from a YouTube celebrity to a serious fighter, he also made it apparent that he was ready for a tough opponent. "That's not the guy I'm going to fight," Tyson said. Although he acknowledged Jake Paul's commitment, the former heavyweight champion alluded to the difficulties that lay ahead. Boxing is a very different beast than training videos. Tyson made a comment, but he didn't end there. Naturally, in true Tyson fashion, he had to counter with a nuanced jab of his own. "Jake has a big heart. That's fine, but heart alone won't get you through the ring." It didn't seem like Tyson was just criticizing. "It's encouraging to see young warriors taking risks." Tyson agreed, but in reaction to Jake Paul's previous jibe about his speed, he had better be ready for what's coming if he wants to enter my world. Tyson served his roast with a deft touch. "When we meet face to face, let's see who is slower." Tyson tallied, but he's more than just a trash talker and comedian. He has a deep understanding of his rivals. Despite the age gap, Mike Tyson made it apparent in an interview with Fox News' Sean Hannity on April 2 that the Jake Paul fans have seen on social media and YouTube won't be the same person entering the ring on fight day. Despite Paul's age difference of 30 years, Tyson was confident in his statement that he doesn't trust Jake. Paul outpaces him in speed. Jake Paul, a former YouTuber who is now a boxer, responded to remarks made by Mike Tyson and Joe Rogan with characteristic boldness and confidence. He didn't hold back when Tyson said that Jake Paul was not the same person he was on YouTube. Jake Paul accepted the task without hesitation. "I'm not here to play games, but Mike is free to say whatever he wants." In a video that he shared on social media, Paul claimed, "I've worked hard and am prepared to demonstrate my mettle in the ring." Paul's response demonstrated his steadfast commitment and self-belief in spite of his advanced age. Space Gap Paul stated unequivocally that he was ready to take on Tyson. "It's just the right age." Paul turned to face Joe Rogan's criticism and joked, "I've got the skills and the hunger to take on anyone in this game." Paul did not mince words. "Joy is welcome to discuss my training videos with anyone, but I'm the one entering the ring." Paul declared with assurance, "I'll prove my abilities to him and everyone else." Paul wasn't holding back while discussing the possible results of his next bouts. "Mike Tyson, they may undervalue me all they want, Joe Rogan. But when the bell sounds, they'll find out who's standing tall," Paul said. Jake Paul wasn't shy about making fun of Mike Tyson's youth and agility. "Please, let's be honest. This Mike is not really the Tyson of old. He's maybe 50 or so. In that ring, I'll make circles around him." Many expressed amusement and disapproval of Paul's comments, criticizing his boldness and making fun of a legendary boxer recognized for his skill and ferocity. Paul, though, was unfazed and used his young exuberance to build excitement for a possible matchup. "Please, Mike Tyson, he's past his prime, an old lion. Jake, I'm the new king of this jungle," Paul said, "and I'm ready to show him what true strength and speed look like." Paul's bluster continued from there. He persisted in demonstrating his superiority over Tyson in interviews and social media posts. "In that ring, I'm going to take him apart," Paul declared with assurance. "Tan isn't prepared for a person like me." Running Paul turned his attention to Joy and didn't hesitate to question the well-known podcaster's credentials because he was ravenous, laser-focused, and at the top of his game. Rogan is a fierce YouTuber who talks a lot when he's speaking.